winner chicken dinner earlier on, Red. So, or at least a beautiful victory. I feel that was really something for this Japanese team, to say the least. I'm really happy with what they accomplished. Meanwhile, Train to Kill Escalera already taking this much damage with no utilities to heal him. I don't even know what happened, Red. But this is too bloody.
Yeah, you're right. But you know what? It's a good thing that I guess some of the members coming from T2K pretty close with where Escalera is right now. We are about to witness an exchange of nade between these two players. But oh my chow! Oh man! Unfortunately for Escalera, though, he was able to inflict damage, but not enough to actually shut him down. But it was almost.
Yeah, pretty close, and that really shattered his helmet, to say the least. Train to Kill, though, going close quarters against a Gen G, and I think they are almost completely eliminated here. So no, never mind. That is actually still in favor of Train to Kill. They still have one more member, Escalera specifically, who can be picked up a little later on. Gen G, however, already lost a couple of their players, and with very big separation between these two. So they do have to recollect. ZZP here, I think, trying to be a little sneaky, probably retaliate from a distance. But Red, again, this is the hazard of being on stage 1. Not a lot of medical resources to use.
Yeah, I guess, when it comes to the accuracy of the jumps distance, it would go to Gen G still, I can say, because they were the first one to actually get to the weapons first, but totally backfired, though, for the side of Gen G. T2K Esports, of course, just turning the tables up against Gen G, hence getting the upper hand advantage. And so they will just have to, of course, follow through with what they have said so far. And again, this is now the opportunity for them to assume the remaining players coming from Gen G. But from the kill feed, it is Pygmy versus Todak this time. Linux is already on the ground.
Man, Pygmy never fails to pique my interest, Red. They're so in and out when it comes to those eliminations. They haven't scored a winner chicken dinner just yet, and here I am still rooting for them, to say the least. I don't know. I'm gonna keep my eyes on them. They already have one member on the ground. I'd say the same for Reject. So yeah, that's pretty much for Pygmy. Hold that thought, ladies and gentlemen, because right now we are finally getting some action, and taking a lot of damage is Duelo, though, right in the middle of this desert.
Yeah, Wickwalk is currently not down as well, so that's a little time for Reject to try and come up with an effective plan of actually saving their teammate here. But unfortunately, they put an end to it because Duelo already not part of the game here. Now here comes the charge coming from Sarah of Reject. They just did a drive-by. Unfortunately, the bullets did not connect to the lob, ending yet another player coming from Gen G, again gaining the advantage up against this team. And just look at that micro easy win is something that we really don't see every day.
Oh man. Okay, Tour Love. He was on point in that particular exchange, right? I gotta love it. Okay, so Train to Kill, we're gonna get back to them a little later on, folks. Let's just give it some time. They do need to patch up their wounds, to say the least. But speaking of patching up wounds, there's no time for CAG to do so, because DRX is taking the action to them, care of that M16. So I don't know how many more CAG has, but it looks like they're running out of manpower.
Oh my goodness, DRX getting picked off by the CAG Osaka. BTR also was able to get point coming off the kill feed there. Of course, we're going to wait and see if BTR can actually deliver right inside stage number 1 now that they have found themselves in a battle with another team somewhere out there in Myanmar. But for the side of DRX, I can say pretty much they have the advantage up against CAG Osaka, because Apollo seems to be the only player that is left. But you know what? There's also fight coming from Boom Esports and TJB. Yummy already scored a point.
Yeah, okay. I like it. Yummy this time around, proving to be a little bit more game than he was earlier on. I like this. So, Frenzy, though, little cat and mouse chase in this compound. Yep, emerging on top. Look at that. He barely made it out of that exchange. He has to heal a lot of these medical utilities. Good to go.
Oh, man. TJB. are not in a very good position at all. 3 members already out of the game. They're going for Razy, though. Last remaining player, is it? No, not yet, but Razy very
No,
low in
not at
HP.
all.
It is actually K first, who is the lone wolf for the side of this Chinese team, and Pondbit gets the job done, of course, for the side of the Wolves, hence gaining, of course, that win up against the Chinese team with 4 elimination points.
Mm-hmm. That was a good exchange for Boom. Honestly, really reap the benefits of that. Meanwhile, Yodo Alliance, we're still yet to see impactful plays from Yodo. Again, Red, this is what I find really strange. I don't think we've seen Yodo Alliance within the top 4 today, right? So this is not the performance that we're used to seeing from Yodo. I don't know. I'm keeping my eyes on them regardless.
They're not so keen on getting winner chicken dinners, but they are pretty consistent with the kills and the placement points so far. And again, this is an off-season tournament. Udo Alliance, they're known to be not really that engaging when it comes to off-season tournaments. They really go full performance though when it comes to the official ones, because they are always included at least in the top 5 or top 10. So they're really a pretty strong competitor here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe you're right. I want to see more. If not for the placement, then at least give us some numbers here, Yodo Alliance. We're banking on it. Because speaking of numbers, so far I think statistically the best ones we have would be Boom Esports with 4 eliminations with a complete squad. Next to them would be DRX and a Train to Kill. So Red, this is gonna be a tall order for the rest of our team. It's a tough act to follow, but it's not impossible. It's only stage 2 anyway.
Yeah, and also the fact that TJB again with an early elimination only goes to show that these guys are already kind of decided we're not gonna be really pushing through with a heavy gameplay for today, because I mean it's their slot is pretty much already secured, right? But for the side of the Wolves, they're currently dominating right now with 7 elimination points inside stage 2 of Myanmar. That is impressive, I can say. But hey, one of their players currently knocked down courtesy of Tiamba, and they are now in between 2 teams. But what a backstab coming from Frenzy, right? Oh man, brutal!
They move in packs, ladies and gentlemen. The Wolves of Boom Esports, not leaving anybody behind. Just when you thought that you had them cornered, here comes the rest of the pack. I love it. However, the job's not done. They do have their hands full against Tianba. My vote right here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, beautiful knock here from Yummy, and that's a confirmed frag. Make that a couple. Tianba, I think, was really greedy in that push, Red.
Okay, so I'm actually checking if it was Frenzy or Pondbit that actually has gotten the point. I do believe it was Pondbit, because he now has a total of 3 elimination points, and now we got Pondbit cooking up a nade and effectively throwing it up against the Tianba Long. Hence, another shutdown for the side of the Wolves.
Man, I don't know what happened, Red. Maybe
they're having zoomies.
Absolutely, the hungry wolves are trying to climb the hill. They want to get on top once again. Frenzy though, he has to steer clear. I know he needs backup, but man, what is going on? Boom Esports literally on fire right now. 12 frags already at the cost of 1. I think that's a fair compromise, Red. Mm-hmm. Okay,
goodness me. Anyway, NS Redfords, on the other hand, one of the teams that clearly needs something to boost their performance, at least for this Ruthless Invitational Showdown. But then again, maybe the only mission that they have joining in this lobby is the fact that, okay, we're preparing for the World Cup, and we just wanted some knowledge, information coming from the teams here. But we're going to go back to that one in just a while, because Pygmy Esports now in a pickle up against the Red Aliens, and Red Aliens again putting up an out-of-the-world gameplay and shutting down the guys of Pygmy.
And the Warthogs are gone, ladies and gentlemen. Bigatron Red Aliens, the seniors are back. So I like this. I like what I'm seeing. They're at a very good spot with a complete squad here. Yes, albeit with some damage taken, but the fact that they're about to enter stage 4 without any damage, or rather without any casualties, this is a good sign. This is a very, very good sign. Because right now, DRX, Red Queen, as well as Train to Kill, they also have 4 eliminations, but at the cost of 1 member. So they're basically Bigatron Red Aliens. They're basically the second best team we have.
But now here we go. Judo Alliance, Kasim on the screen, getting information
High
whether or not it is
ground,
safe
too.
to actually, try to challenge up the boys of BTR. BTR, I'm not even sure if they are completely aware or unaware of the situation that there is, in fact, a team right up above them. I mean, just look at that, taking it easy. Kasim, oh, okay. Ooh, trigger discipline, right?
So
I think
close,
Lapar
so
now
close.
knows. He he knows.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
He
it.
knows.
Despite the patience, right? Despite the patience. Oh my gosh. Okay, gotta love that, ladies and gentlemen. So let's move forward. Let's move forward. I like this. Look at this. Lapar with 5 eliminations. The dominations. All care of Lapar himself, folks. Leave some for your team, my guy.
I mean, we have the amazing tandem of Lapar and Satar, so I just know that this is a pretty strong lineup for the side of the Red Aliens. Even I'm not even sure if Zuxi and Luxi just changed their ITMs, because you know how pros do it. When it comes to off-season terms, they love to change their names, right? But let's see. Because the only players that I recognize right here are Satar and Lapar. But Bigatron Red Aiden seems to have a strong position for this round at least. So let's see if they can continue doing just that up until the latter stages of the game here, because we are down to just 10 teams remaining, ladies and gents, and we've got 20 more seconds to go before we move on to stage 5.
See, this is like the pace that I want for Miramar. Stage 4, we're almost at top 8. This is it. This is the perfect blend, to say the least, for a Miramar here, ladies and gentlemen. And Team Infinity, amazingly, without a single casualty and or elimination just yet, this is going to be a very cunning moment for this team. If they make it to the top 8 without any damage whatsoever, that's going to be good. It means that they're going to be playing for those placement points, Red.
Team Infinity already at stage 4 with 0 elimination points still. Although right in front of them are the guys coming from Train to Kill, but are they going to engage? Of course, we don't know just yet. But so far, Touch right here is just, of course, scouting the area, getting some information. Ooh, oh man, he did fire one bullet coming from that M249. So he kind of announced that, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah, hopefully that's not completely compromised, or he has a backup plan even after that stray shot right there. Lapar, though, taking out Tam from Todak and giving it to Zygote for the finish. So amazing. Again, BTR still in this, right? I don't know what's going on, but I want to see Boom Esports once again, right? Look at it. They haven't moved from 12 frags since we lost track of them, or since they bagged that. So I don't know. Maybe it's their turn to kind of stretch their legs a bit. Wait for the top 8.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Can't believe that rejects down to their 2 members actively defending the team. Oh man, again, a series of unfortunate events for the side of rejects, or probably they're not really that committed into winning here at the Ruthless Invitational Showdown. But then again, we're just looking at the top 16 teams to proceed to the grand finals. So perhaps they're just really taking their sweet time, climbing up the ranks for the overall standing. So let's see what is going to happen now as Iftar coming from Todak, getting some damage, but was able to get some cover right there in the nick of time, but Reject failing to secure a point there.
Oh yeah, this is insane. I kind of feel that Kodak also needs to pick up the pace here, right? Because this is not looking good. With 0 eliminations, 3 members gone, and we're already at stage 4. This got to be pressure. I don't think they're also pretty safe yet, to say the least. I'm pretty sure somebody's still gonna be able to take over them. I mean, look at where T2K is, Red. They're still 3 members strong with 4 eliminations. They've already gone beyond Todak in terms of points. So I don't know. Tough climb for Todak.
Oh man, Iftar. He doesn't know where to go exactly. He's going in for a blind rotation here. And of course, the fact that his tire in the front is already blown up. So that could be hard to maneuver, to be honest. Now, on your screen, we've got the boys coming from Talent Esports, of course, with 1 elimination point. I mean, it is still pretty low. in terms of like putting up numbers on the board. But for the side of Team Infinity now, ooh, 2 elimination points in an instant because they just put a period on Reject's gameplay here.
Man, and I hate to jinx the IGN, but Reject definitely felt like they were rejected in that sense because they exited at top 9, not even a single placement point. Red, really sad. Imagine if they hung on a little bit longer, they would have at least had a guaranteed 1 point. But that's not the case here. Yodo Alliance lays sight on Turu Love. Train to Kill still pretty okay, Red, but they already lost 2 members. Now, this is what I'm talking about. Are we gonna see the reascension of Boom Esports?
T2K getting shot at, but you know what? He just clapped back up against Olio with an accurate shot coming from a Mini 14. Amazing. That was pretty impressive, honestly. But you know what? T2K needs to be careful, though, because they're down to just 2 members. Suyog as well as Igneous already out of the game, but they do have a total of 4 elimination points. Now, Escalera on prone. Who is, or like which team is close to them? I believe those are the guys coming from TRX, if I'm not mistaken. But you know what? So S just got shut down by Boom Esports. So, with that kind of result, I do believe they are in a vulnerable spot.
Yeah, I don't think that's really the best one right now, because supposedly, if not for Boom, BTR, they would be they would be, in my opinion, kind of complacent. We haven't seen much of them so far, so I'm gonna wait for that. Meanwhile, Escalera still strolling around. Is he even aware that Saisei might be keeping tabs on him, though?
Escalera losing some life outside of the zone here. Saisei with a very good opportunity right there to at some point. Now, the fight is not over just yet. Toodle Love is still alive, coming from the side of a T2K Esports. But, we just have to put it out there that this is going to be tough, for Toodle Love, considering that he is all alone in this situation. But we still have 8 teams remaining, right, for stage number 5. And we're looking at Hyunbin right now coming from DRX. He is outside of the zone, but he understands that he needs to do a little bit of a cleanup here before he gets inside, because, well, that would be, that last player coming from T2K, which is Toodle Love.
And if there's anything that we know about Toodle Love, he's more than capable of turning this around, right? But I have to say it. I can't believe I jinxed it that badly, right? Now they're leaving at 4 eliminations and 1 placement. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Toodle Love. That's on me. That is definitely on me. Meanwhile, Yodo Alliance still in this. They do have a little bit of a problem here. So, yeah. Infinity is definitely on their tail, Red.
Okay, prime location for the side of the Red Aliens. We can see that Satar is actually moving around, scouting the place, checking out which teams is close to them for any action to happen. But for the side of Team Infinity, they will have to engage with Yudo Alliance before they can get inside the safe zone. And if they are successful, they are going to be the ones, of course, challenging up the boys of Bigatron Red Alien. I mean, that would be the next smart thing to do, considering the fact that where BTR is staying right now is a solid compound, which makes it, again, a prime location. That would provide the refuge that you need, considering the fact that we are already at stage 6. We are already running out of space.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is not good. This is what I hate about Miramar, Red. The fact that the compounds are so rare now. And look at this, stage 6. I know that there's still going to be a chance for some of these players to slowly keep their heads down, but this is not it. This is not what we want. And this is not what they want either. Infinity, look at them. They're running around like headless chickens.
Oh no, Godtuni gets knocked down. Yudo Alliance getting the upper hand up against Team Infinity. Olio continues to do a massive spray. Ooh, but gets tagged as well, but little damage. You know what, Logan, can he transform into Wolverine right now and actually defend the team? Unfortunately, no, because he just gets sent back, or got sent back to the lobby.
Really sad there for Infinity. The fact that they walked into literally a hot zone for some of these teams, right? That was really, really bad news. So here we go. Yudo Alliance still looking really good. I mean, this vehicle is all that separates them from the rest of these teams. Talon also looking over the horizon here, Red. Complete squad. Imagine that. Talon, we didn't see a lot of them. But maybe, just maybe, this is exactly what they want. For these teams to slowly tenderize the oppositions.
Okay, added look. Just a while ago, we saw him on the screen, and added look, of course, is not. This guy always delivers. You know, when it comes to getting elimination points for the team, we always see his name pop up during one of the players who always gone for the most valuable player in a tournament. Now, Judo Alliance, they are now included in the top 5 for stage number 6 here in Miramar. Boom Esports losing one of their members, but just look at that, 13 elimination points. That is super strong performance right there.
Yeah, it's amazing, honestly. So Boom, I feel that if they slow things down a little bit, wait for these powerhouses, the complete squads to duke it out, then maybe they can jump in at the right time. 4v4, V4, V3, ladies and gentlemen, for our top 4. And Yodo Alliance out of there. Good try, though. I like how they did. They finally made it back to the top 5, Red.
Oh, Frenzy goes down at the hands of M right there, coming from Talon Esports, now going in for his second kill, and he gets it! Oh my goodness! Total domination coming from Talon Esports. Now we're down to the final 3 teams remaining, but you know what? BTR remains to be a strong competitor inside the game, and just like that, Boom Esports already out of the game.
With these birds of prey, Red, they're waiting to sink their claws on whoever's more vulnerable. Imagine these raptors taking out the pack of wolves, right, that we saw. I think, Red, they exited with what, 14 eliminations, so that says a lot. I could be wrong there, but definitely a double-digiter. Beautiful performance with NS Red Force. I cannot believe my eyes as well. They're doing really well here, Red Queen.
XZY obviously a little slow in the trigger there up against the Satar. Bigatron Red Aliens continues to dominate, shutting down NS Red Force from a long range. But you know what? Considering the distance that we've just mentioned a while ago, there's still time for NS Red Force to actually recuperate from this situation. But it doesn't discount the fact that BTR showing teeth right now.
Yeah, teeth being an understatement. I'd say all the fangs, the claws, even those clenched fists from a non-Shimmer Red Force. I'm really happy that they got this far with a complete squad. No, but XZ, he has to exit the premises. He has been spotted. Real compromised position here. Bigatron Red Aliens, look at them. They're very confident, Red. Just literally crossing the street without regards for their own life.
Oh my goodness, this is BTR domination for stage number 7. They still have a complete set of players. Same thing goes for NS Red Force.
All of them.
But you know what? All of them cooking up a native for themselves and really throwing it up against Talon Esports. But you know what? For the side of BTR, I do believe they're going to let NS Red Force as well as Talon Esports go at it at each other, and probably will wait for the right opportunity to just devour them like vultures in this round.
Okay, good stuff we're seeing here from NS Red Force. I like what I'm seeing, Red, but look at this talent over here. Oh man, I would say over that ledge, over that single cactus, trying to pick off players. I think that was a mishap on the side of Talon. Now, originally I thought that they were going to be the dominant secondary force here, but because of that mistake, it is now apparent, ladies and gentlemen, that BTR just might walk away with this. NS Red Force down to their last 2 players. Red Queen, is this going to be it? Apparently so.
Hey, Bigatron